Yeah.
Yes, Mr. David, are you recording us?
Yeah, so how long does it take for the nursery bed to like for the plants to develop in the nursery bed?
Okay, for a nursery bed,
Yeah.
it's at the start.
Mm.
Before it, first of all, you first clear the land
Yeah.
very well. There's what you call primary tillage. You
Mm.
prepare the land initially, and you create a small space over like 2.5 meters
Yeah.
to 4.5 meters for the nursery bed, depending on the size that you want. So you pour the seedlings in a good way after cultivating the land through primary tillage and secondary tillage.
Yeah.
After that, now secondary tillage involves you to cultivate the soil deeply and you mix the soil. After that, you add manure, fertilizer. You can big like members. Eh? So when you finish that secondary tillage, you pour your seedlings. After pouring the seedlings, you add manure also, and you water the nursery bed. So sukuma wiki is believed to spend in the garden about 1 month, depending on the care and the maintenance given to the nursery bed. When it's not raining, it needs you to add a lot of water. You keep watering the nursery bed over and over so that the seedlings can come out very well. But the stated period of time a nursery bed for sukuma wiki takes in the nursery bed, it's supposed to be 1 month. And where we see these seedlings are ready to be transplanted, and the boys are doing some good efforts to ensure that we transplant them to the main garden.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yes, sir. Hope I've answered your question, sir.
Yes. So how often do you visit the farm?
Visiting the farm can be over maybe like 2 days, 1 day,
Mm.
but since it's a passion and these plants need care,
Yeah.
I usually come like every after 1 day. I come, so it's like every day I need to come on the farm and I check what's going on. Are there pests which have attacked the plants? Are there any bacterial infections? So I need to ensure that I do proper care and monitoring for these plants. So I come every after 1 day.
Wow. So where do you draw your motivation to farm? You know, a lot of young people are like, that's dirty work. We don't,
You
we
know?
don't touch the soil. So, like, where do you get the motivation to carry out this?
Oh, that's a good question. Thank you very much. You know, since when I was young, I used to like farming, and whenever I could go for also for these trips, like agricultural trips, I used to see people growing crops, and they could look nice, and I could get that passion in me, and then I said, "Oh God, Father, if I can also get this land, and I also start planting my crops." So I got the passion from since it's a passion. Um, I was able to regain the power and strength so that I also plant my own crops. Then also studying agriculture impacted me a lot because a farmer can grow his crops and he gets food to eat and also sell. So it's a source of income.
Yeah.
So it really motivated me to enter into agriculture. And I also enjoy, besides that, I also enjoy seeing young plants growing up into bigger plants. So it's a passion that I have, I think. It's what motivated me.
Yeah. So, how do you balance? You know, sometimes young people find it hard to balance what they do,
Yeah,
like to actually run a lot of things at the same time.
yeah,
And I can say that you're a very versatile person, one who is able to multitask.
yeah.
You're able to balance school and work at the same time. So, how do you make it?
Thank you very much, Mr. David, for this question. I really like the question. Mr. David, I'm able to balance work and books, university, and the piggery through proper time management. What I basically do is I create a timetable. I say that from this time, 8 to 9, I will be on my farm. When the time reaches, I say now it's time to go to read books. After that hour, Kogama, you create a good schedule that gives you an appropriate time to do your work. So it's basically through making a paper timetable and following it continuously. So as me, as John Messi, a young farmer, I decided to resort into farming. I give proper care and maintenance to my plants through providing a proper schedule. For example, I say right now I've come in the garden at right now let's say it's at 3, then I'll end at 6. When 6 comes, I go into other program. So it's basically making up a proper schedule for your time.
Yeah, so what I've learned from you is time is like a good resource,
Yeah.
and when you learn how to value time,
Mm.
you have everything, because as you know, the Lord gave us 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
So sometimes if we fail to manage the 24 hours,
Yeah.
then that means we cannot manage
To do other things.
to do other things, and that means have we are going to spend a lot of time. So it's also a good thing to prioritize your time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just like you said.
Mm.
So how do you handle the pests? Like you could have pests like insects that come
That's cool.
eat up the crops. So how do you like manage all these pets
Well,
pests?
well, Mr. David, as we are going to go there to transplant the seedlings, um, I'm going to tell you the different pests that attack these crops, and we have very many pests that attack these crops, which attacks Kumawiki. And such pests are aphids, we have caterpillars, we have um, black cock, black mites, but all these pests are managed through, for us we are using what we call organic means.
Yeah.
There are several ways how to manage it. Crop pests, and most of the times we use chemicals. For example, you can use the oxalamectin.
Mm.
You can also use the fungicides, fungicides such as um, it's called it has a general name, but it's a bacteria fungicide.
Yeah.
So it can kill all the pests. You spray once in a week. You create a schedule where you can spray them. You say that on Monday I'm going to spray every Monday, but after Monday you spray after the other coming Monday to control these pests, because once you don't control these pests, they are going to eat up your crop, and your crop is going to fade and you lose the entire garden. So basically we use pesticides. The other means is by use of we use organic fertilizers, which enable the crop to grow very fast, and when it grows very fast and it's healthy, pests cannot attack them because they are healthy and they are growing faster. So the more they grow faster, you harvest very fast also. So that's what basically how we manage crops on our farm.
Yeah.
Then you also use crop repellents.
Mm.
You use things which can make the crops to run away. For example, we haven't yet introduced this thing, but we have the red color, that's red color, and the blue color, which attracts the pests. So
Yeah.
when they get attracted to that thing, it holds them and they die on it. So that's basically how we manage crops and diseases.
Yeah. So how much money do you invest in the manure, the organic manure?
Um, well, the manure, organic manure, it's quite expensive because each sack
Yeah.
it goes for 15,000 shillings per sack.
Mm.
And remember, I also need to put in transport, depending on the distance. You have to put in a lot of money. We invest a lot of money in in manure. Manure, these fertilizers are really expensive. Chicken manure. Chicken manure is good. It's
Mm.
a good one, yeah. It's expensive. 15,000 shillings per sack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see this is a small scale
Production.
farm
Mm.
or production. Do you like have dreams of transitioning to probably a large scale or something bigger than this, where you will have like variety of crops? Like I see you're doing matoke and skuma at the moment,
Yep.
where you will have things like maize, but on a large scale. Do you like have such thoughts, like a vision, or you could share with us your vision for probably the coming years? What do you see? Where do you see yourself in farming? Yeah, just to motivate the young people there.
Okay, Mr. David, that's a good question. It's true that I pray so much to God. You know, I'm a believer, so it's we all believe by faith. I believe that God is going to provide for me a very big piece of land, and in 2 years or 3 years time to come, I see myself getting acres and acres of land. For example, like 4 acres, 5 acres. What I'm doing right now is practicing what I'm going to apply. I'm getting the knowledge and the skills and the different kinds of skills that I'm supposed to apply. So so that when the Lord gives me that big acres of land, I can be able to apply the knowledge and the skill that I'm using here on this small plot of land. So yes, in 5 years from now, I'm
Yeah.
seeing myself to be having over like 15 acres of maize, wheat, matoke. So yeah, I'm planning to expand, extremely expand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, actually, mhm, the Bible says that let the let the okay. The saying goes like, "Let the earthly things teach us the things of heaven," right?
yep,
So sometimes I substitute it and say it is small things that lead us to big,
things.
yeah, things. So I believe that hopefully, if God gives you something small
Mm,
and you're a good steward,
yep,
you steward it very well, He's able to like go ahead and take you to another level.
yes, sir.
Yeah. So with this, if you steward these resources very well,
Yeah,
God is then able to uplift you and like also give you a big thing, and surely He will.
exactly.
And I know it's you could be a motivation to many young people out there, because many young people out there are looking for mainly white collar jobs.
Yep,
They want to sit in offices, they want to sit in those chairs and just turn around in offices. But also agriculture is not a bad thing actually.
yeah. Because
So
Mr. David, you see,
yeah.
these people who are in offices,
Mm,
they are going to sit down there, they waste their time. Okay, they don't waste their time, but they're going to sit down. But
yeah.
after long, they
Yeah.
are working for their stomach.
Stomach.
So we, the farmers, we are
Mm,
going to feed them. And
yeah.
all the money they are getting from the offices, they are going to bring us to the farmers. And we
Yeah.
enjoy that money. So the fact that they are saying that this work is not good, what, for us we shall get rich.
Yeah.
For them they will get poor.
Yeah,
Because we
true.
are investing in them the food and we are getting the
Getting
money.
the money.
Yeah. So
Yeah, true.
such people who have mindsets, they better change.
Yeah, true. Especially the young audience.
Exactly.
This today's generation is very, very different. Very, very different. Unlike our grandfathers who liked farming,
Yeah.
for them they like watching soccer, they like betting
Uh-huh.
and all that. So, what is your encouragement to the young people that are your age out there, university students? Like you're off from campus right now, but you've decided to engage in farming. I know very many people or colleagues out there could be home,
Yeah.
probably doing drinking, smoking, doing drugs.
Sexual morality.
Sex, yeah, they are actually doing they're engaging in sexual activities.
Yeah.
What is your encouragement to them as a young and upcoming farmer? What would you say to them?
Well, I would advise such people or individuals to take initiative to engage in meaningful activities
Yeah,
such as farming. They can engage in sports,
yeah,
football. They can engage in, for example, when you don't know what you really were created for to do, you can engage in prayer and fasting,
yeah,
and you seek God to show you that direction, proper direction. Because me, I sat down and asked God, but God, what did you created for me to do? Then God can give you something that can give you a response through the Holy Spirit, and it depends on the things that you do. So I realized that I was a good farmer after planting a whole entire garden full of sukuma wiki, and it came out very well. I got the market. I got the market. When I got the market, I got the strength and the power to plant even more. So it's all about seeking the Lord to show you the purpose of what you are called for. Then I would also advise young people to engage in other meaningful activities such as netball, games that encourage and are good, not to engage in other activities which are unhealthy. For example, drinking alcohol, taking drugs, sexual activities which are going to let your life down. So I would advise young people to get involved in meaningful activities. But agriculture would be a good one because agriculture, you're going to plant food, which food you're going to eat on, and then you're also going to provide for other people. Right now, people may think that I'm doing subsistence farming, but
Yeah.
what I'm doing is called commercial. It's commercial. Commercial will mean you sell to other people as also it's because this kumari cannot eat this kumari alone. Of
Yeah.
course, I'm going to plant it. After planting, it's going to produce in large quantities because I'm using fertilizers. When you use fertilizers, they are able to produce bigger leaves, broader leaves, and
Mm.
each plant is going to produce a very big, heavy leaf. Which leaf you're going to tie over like 10 for 1,000, and you take to the market. People are going to run for them and they're going to buy because whenever you use advanced methods of farming, you're able to get good crop yields,
Yeah.
high quality plants and quality, and people are going to buy. So from there, you're going to get some upkeep, you're going to buy clothes, you're going to buy a lot of things. So in conclusion, I will encourage people to get involved in meaningful activities such as agriculture and other related activities that are appropriate for human beings.
Yeah. So, my last question would be, just in case anyone like is interested in like any farming knowledge, or they want to learn how to become a vegetable farmer,
Yes, sir.
where can we find you? Where can they reach you? Do you have any? Can you like share your details with them, or WhatsApp numbers, or email, anything?
Well, in case anyone wants to get in touch with me, let him find me on my number. I can give numbers, but I think I will give the proper email.
Yeah.
Or if there are some people who are not used to typing on email, they can use my following numbers:
Yeah.
07860 32 970. Another person will find me at Mugabi John Biakatunda10 at gmail.com. Let's catch up, and I will teach you advanced well methods of farming because in farming I don't play. I give information that is vivid. So yeah, that's how someone can find me.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you very much. It was nice to talk to you.
And Mr. David, by the
Yeah.
way, people are seeing what I'm doing here. What I'm doing here right now,
Yeah.
it's called transplanting.
Yeah.
As we have said earlier on, these seedlings are being not necessarily made for about 1 month
Mm.
and 1 week. The reason as to why we have taken long without harvesting it's because the rain is not raining right now. But we have decided to become creative by transplanting them in this weather because they had to be transplanted. So we are going to do watering
Yeah.
as it's one of the advanced method of farming. Irrigation. It's called irrigation.
Yeah.
Irrigation refers to the artificial supply of water to the crops where there is no water. Right now, the rain is not raining, and we are transplanting at a very, very harsh weather condition because it's hot, extremely hot. It's shining, as you
Yeah.
know, January,
Yeah,
so
John.
it's shining. So I have decided to be creative, and then I said these plants are want to go out of their mother plant or mother place, out of their mother's place. So I decided to say, let me transplant them in the evening, then I will water them soon. So what I'm doing is I'm doing transplanting. After transplanting, I'm going to water them. So we have said irrigation. Irrigation refers to the artificial supply of water to the crops where there is no rainfall. Yeah. Any other question, Mr. David? I think the members are enjoying it.
Yeah.
I think they are getting something.
Yeah. So, okay. So, like sometimes farming can be very tiresome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how do you do you find any resting time? Probably you sleep because they say like it's always nice for us to rest.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you find time to rest from the match work?
Mr. David,
Mm.
the truth is that I rest.
Yeah.
Because, as I told you, I create an appropriate time schedule or timetable for myself. So, between 7 up to 10, I go back and rest.
Yeah.
After resting, that's when I start reading books.
Mm.
Yeah, so yes, I do rest because resting is a priority.
Yeah.
You need to rest.
Yeah. True. Because we are not machines. We are humans,
Yeah,
and it's actually very nice for us to take off some time and rest once in a while.
exactly.
And actually, when you rest, you refresh your mind. Then you're able to become fresh,
Mm,
and yeah, you're able to even see good results in what you do.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So, how long did it take you to set up this small project? Sometimes although the project is small, it's not very easy to set it up. In as much as it's small, I know it took something for you. So how long? How long? Then what was let me say the capital.
The initial capital.
Yeah, initial capital you took to set up such a wonderful project.
Well, it took me over like 370,000 shillings,
Hmm.
provided that the land, I'm renting this land every after 2 seasons.
Hmm.
I'm renting, I'm using shillings, 500,000 shillings. That's Mitwala Town.
Hmm.
For people who may find it difficult to understand money.
Yeah.
So it is 500,000 shillings every after 2 seasons. So that is the initial capital that I started with. Then when we bring in
Yeah.
each thing costs me 50,000 shillings.
Hmm.
So you need to buy reliable seeds that you know that they are going to come up very well.
Yeah.
So that you need to be very careful for seeds. That is what we call seed selection.
Yeah.
You select high quality seeds that even if you pour on a very bad soil, they will come out. So that is approximately now 550,000 shillings. Then labor,
Yeah.
you also count labor. These children here, they are working for money, my dear friends. Don't think that they are working for free. So you need to count money for labor. You may say now labor is going to cost 100,000 shillings. When you see the children,
Yeah.
they are doing some work. I employ different people in my farm.
Hmm.
Today, these people may be here. Tomorrow, other people may come in. So I use different people depending on the needs of a person.
Yeah.
Someone may be here and may not have beer in money. So he said, then farm manager, I really need some work. Then I tell him, okay, come and do some work on my farm. I'm going to pay you. So basically, what I do, I call them and we talk, and I budget money for labor. So labor, I can say it is going to be 100,000 shillings. You budget accordingly.
Yeah.
So generally, all over, it took me over like 1 million shillings to
Hmm.
set up this project.
Yeah.
Yeah, as rent I've talked about earlier, it costs over like 500,000 shillings per season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Most of the young people wouldn't invest such money in agriculture.
Mm.
Yeah, they prefer totally other things, betting. Yeah, but it's always nice to decide to be a different person, to always be the only sheep in the wolves that are around. It's something that is very, very rare to find. But Yeah, I think this also helps these young people because I'm very sure even them one day, when life probably isn't the best, they will be able to remember the lessons they learned from here and they can carry them into their home communities and societies, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm very sure you teach them how to do these things and yeah, as they work for money, they then take away a tangible skill that they are also able to benefit from some time to come. Not so?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so do you offer like any lessons in case someone wants to learn?
Oh, thank you, Mr. David, for the question. We do offer a lot of lessons here.